Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Nature Press Build Preview. So today we're going to dive into another local game here against the AI. But this time we are going to dive into the flight module. This is one of two DLC that are available at launch. And these are extra modules that add a new creature type and new cards to the game to make it more expandable. It's not a replacement for the base game that we just went over. It's an addition, so you can play with both modules intermingled. But there are some new rules in mind for flight here. So when you choose a new creature, you get to choose what creature type, the nature creature, which is from the base game, or a flight creature. Now there are pros and cons to each of these. But for the sake of example, we will take a flight creature. Now here's the other thing. You get 5 cards per turn, but you get to decide which deck to draw them from, the nature deck or the flight deck. And you can mix and match as you see fit. Certain decks have certain cards that you might be better or worse for you. Just again for demonstration purposes, let's say 4 from the nature, and then maybe just a rogue 1 from here, just in the off chance that it gives us some interesting synergies. Okay, so we've got. Let's see here. So our opponents. Okay, so here's one other thing to keep in mind. One of the traits of a flight animal is that they cannot go any larger than size 2. That is the largest they can go. So that's one change, because the base nature animal can go up to, I think, size 6. But size 2 is as big as the birds are going to get, and that has implications for protecting yourself from predators, but also being a predator. Now, one other twist though is that a non-bird cannot predate a bird. So a nature predator, a nature type animal can't attack a bird unless they have a very specific trait that allows them to circumvent that limitation. Lastly, and here's the interesting bit. So birds, once they are full of food, will migrate. This does 2 things. 1, it temporarily takes them off the board so they can't be attacked. But 2, it sends them to this island where they get a free population and a free food if they are among the first 4 there. Once all 4 of these have been used up, then they'll still go to that island. They just won't get the freebies, but they'll still be protected. Now let's look at our traits here. Camouflage, +1 hunt, ignores flying when hunting, cannot be hunted. Flocking, this one's actually pretty good. Not only does this give us a defense with the more other flocking species there are, even if they aren't yours, but it migrates, you get to migrate immediately after foraging rather than having to wait for the start of your next turn, which is pretty nice. So we're going to go with flocking. I think, if we were going for predator, I think camouflaged would be good, but I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to increase our size by 1. That's as big as we get. But that's just so that we can eat more. I might even keep one of these cards behind to throw more food in the pool. And do I want to give it fast? That's our nature one. Can only be hunted by a species with as many fast traits. We already have a defensive trait. An early game, we're unlikely to face predators that are going to be able to overcome that. So I think, since we eat 2 food a pop, and if we have 4 population, we only need to feed twice in order to feed ourselves completely. We could risk it to greed it here. Who goes? You go first. So you're gonna probably eat. See, this guy's small, so they're gonna eat slowly. That's gonna grab 2. You're gonna grab 1. I'm gonna grab 2. This guy's probably. Well, I don't know if it's gonna make it back around to us. So probably better to save that card and play it for food ourselves. Although now that I think about it, if I'm going to play a card for food, I might as well save the card that only gives 2 food, because I don't want to give food to my neighbors. Then again, if we whiff on the if we whiff on this, then yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't. We don't have any cards that let us eat more. Yeah, we'll chill with this in our hand. Let's see. All right, no predators. I am really glad I took the extra food here. We'll take the 2 for ourselves. This guy's gonna fly away. Get a freebie. This guy's gonna fly away. Get a freebie. And unfortunately, we are going to give some of our food. And then we immediately fly off. And unfortunately, yeah, they got 2 food out of that. My attempt to not be generous backfired. Alright, another species. You know, I probably should have kept that camouflage, because that allows us to hunt birds as a non-bird. Let's do one more flight, and then we can switch to... We'll do that. Okay. So here, nesting, if there's food in the watering hole at the end of the round, probably not with the herbivores we got going here. Seed dispersal, well, I mean, our opponents can take advantage of that, but so can we. I do like scavenging, but in order to make scavenging work, we really want to be able to... Ignores camouflage when hunting. This we might hold on to for a nature animal. Hunt and defense. You know what? I think we might go hunter here. So we give our bird here clawed. One moment. All right, back. And of course, we can't forget the hunter trait. Now, when we put this on, this gets instantly revealed to our opponents. Now, here's the other reason I want the hunter trait is scavenging. I want to turn my other guy into a scavenger. And then, yeah, good eyesight, probably a good idea. And then we'll go +1 size, +1 population here. Looks good to me. So now everyone who goes after me is going to be looking to defend themselves against my new predator here. Greedy Gus right there. Alright, what defenses do you have? You are a defense of 7. We're only an attack of 4, so we can't go after this one. What do we got here? Camouflaged. Well, good eyesight beats camouflage. And we beat that, so. And this will allow us to hunt twice. Which will, yeah, let us scavenge twice. Oh, I guess not. Oh, because the stupid eyesight gave us one extra food that it flew away. Well, that's unfortunate. But at least we get to go back up a population. Yeah, we just needed more population here. More population on our predator. Alright, let's go for a nature type. And I'm going to lean into the nature cards. Let's go 4 of those, 1 flight. So, Tusked ensures that they eat at least once. This ensures that they get 2 more. So that's already feeding the 3 right there. And then I think the rest of this, we need 1 onto here to make this make even sense. More predators out there now. So this guy has good eyesight. Oh, but he's still a land animal, so he cannot attack my bird. Can attack my guy here though. I could have him eat some of this food, if only to deplete. Well, hang on. What animals can I attack? Because if there's limited room here, let's go after the bird so he doesn't fly the coop too early. And actually, I don't want him depleting the nesting grounds here. So let's finish him off. Now, our 2 guys will go and migrate. Oh wait, I have to wait till the next round because he doesn't have flocking. Yeah, I figured that was happening. Alright, well, that got us our last food there. And he's just going to keep eating us for lunch. At least it doesn't completely finish us off. But we need some defensive traits. Some proper defensive traits, that is. Alright, more flight because that predator is being annoying. but we'll give them nature cards. Potentially. Not a lot of defense here. I was kind of hoping for some defense. I mean, I could just grow their size. So you're size 3. So we just need to get to a defensive 4. Well, unless they have attack cards. We don't actually know if they have attack cards. But I don't want to spend all that thing on size for them. We do have opportunistic, which kind of acts like... Let's give you opportunistic. Let's give you opportunistic. That also gives you +1 defense. And then these guys at a 6, we need to hunt 3 times to properly feed them. Yeah, I think that goes. Now we do go last. Lots of predators out there. Well, at least our scavengers feed. So if our opportunists eat whenever we eat something. Wow, there's not a lot of free kills out there for my predator to eat. Other than my own species, which is alarming to say the least. And he's flown the coop, so I can't even get to him. Now, why does he have... Oh, the good eyesight, yeah. Defended by size. Size. Yeah, that's the problem with the birds. I have no choice but to eat my own dudes. And we don't even get in on any of those eggs. That's unfortunate. Luckily, we don't have to extinct them. No, they'll do that for us. Yeah, they weren't a very good species anyway. And we get all those points back. Like our next species is going to be like crazy go nuts. Last round, as long as we can... I think we're going to make this one our predator. If we get the right cards. Claude... All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace you with that. we do want to give you Claude. We want to give you... All right, that's maxed out on size there. I'll give you tusks. I wish I had more offensive cards to give to them, because they are not that effective of a hunter. Let me undo. We may need to stick with this. +1 food when eating, Claude. You know what? We'll give you double Claude. Hunt size 6. So now that lets us be a little bit more effective of a hunter. Meanwhile, yeah, you're going to become a scavenger. And you are size 2. Let's give you horned to discourage them, because it kills a number of attackers based on the size of the attackee population. We'll give you a pop. We do need some protection for these guys. We'll give you a size, and then... This is getting awfully greedy, but you know me. So if we have an attack of 6, that hits some important points here. So I think we'll be okay to at least make sure our predator has a full stomach. All right. Yeah, we have a lot more targets now. We want the ones that don't make us too full too quickly. And we also want to target the birds because they're going to fly away. So that's a size 2. Let's target the bird, because they will otherwise fly away. All right, you are also a bird. All right, that sends that bird out to get their free food, free species. Our opportunist here will be able to migrate. Unfortunately, they're going to get the eggs. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no, they will. They got the last egg. I would prefer to get rid of an enemy, so away you go. Because that will deny them points. If you extinct a species at the on the last round of the game, that is 2 points of species points they will not get. That's a lot of meat. Wow. We pulled that out by 1. That was a close one, but a well-earned victory. So that is the birds, the flying module. So in our next episode, we will tackle the Jurassic period. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya.